Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making Amish hamburger steaks. Alright, I'm starting on a large bowl. I have roughly about 1.5 pounds of ground beef here. I have 1 onion I diced up fine, that's going in. And this was meant to be made in the oven, but it's so hot and humid outside I'm going to do it in the Instant Pot. It'll be a lot quicker and a lot less heat in the kitchen. Alright, and I'm using my McCormick's Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, and garlic. If you don't have this, little salt, pepper, and garlic powder. About a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of garlic powder will work just fine. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of this. And I'm going to get in here and get this all mixed up. Alright, I have my Instant Pot set on saute and it's hot. Now I'm going to make my hamburger patties. And I'm going about the size of a pool ball. I'm going to flatten these down. Put a little divot in the middle because that'll keep the patties from curling up. And I'm not putting any oil in here because this is fatty ground beef. I'm going to have to drain it. So I'm going to get my hamburger patties or my Amish steaks in here, and I'm probably going to have to do like 2 batches, get them all browned up on both sides. We're not cooking them through just yet, we're just browning them up. Alright, now that my hamburger steaks are all nice and browned up and they're set aside, I had to add a little oil in here because my hamburger wasn't as lean as I thought it was. Now I have 1 cup of beef broth here. I'm going to add this in here and we're going to deglaze the pot. That means loosen up the bits off the top of the off the bottom of the pot. This is going to do 2 things. If they're on there, it could get a burn notice, then it would mess up the cooking process. And it's also going to release extra flavor because we're going to have our gravy then. So I'm just scraping up those bits on the bottom. Alright, now I'm going to add in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. You could also add some into your hamburger steaks while you're making it. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon. That's going to add extra flavor, make it extra rich. And I'm going to add in 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. And that normally comes out in 1 big clump. There it came out in 2 pieces. Stir that around in there. Now this here will dissolve in here as this cooks. I'm going to give that a stir, get it mixed in there well. As well as we can get it. I'm going to return my hamburger steaks back in to the soup mixture, and you see how nice and brown they are. They're not cooked through, they're just browned, but that's alright. We're going to cook them in the pressure cooker. Alright, get them all down in there and nestle them down in your soup mixture. And I got 7 steaks out of this, and that little bit of juice on the plate, we'll dump that in because that's added flavor. I'm going to put my lid on here and I'm going to set this pressure cook on high pressure for 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes I'll do a quick release of the pressure. Alright, my hamburger steaks are done. I took them out and set them aside. Now I have a cornstarch slurry here. I'm going to pour in here to thicken this gravy up a little bit. And I set this back on saute to heat up. And I'm going to allow this to go just for a minute while I mash my potatoes, and then this will be ready to go. I also went ahead and made some mashed potatoes for that gravy and some buttered corn. Let's try these hamburger steaks. See, they're cooked through. Tender, well seasoned, really delicious. I'll try some potatoes to get some of that gravy. Gravy has a good beef flavor, well seasoned, really delicious, guys. Really delicious meal, really easy. Amish hamburger steaks in the Instant Pot. Thanks for watching and supporting me. Remember, watch, learn, and enjoy.